Hi everybody, today we're going to go to the Brazosport Museum of Natural Science and we're going to be doing some work on their wildlife displays and we wanted to take you with us. This is what the inside of the museum looks like, and this is the wildlife area. We have a few different display areas with various wildlife from our county, Brazoria County. As you can see, some of them are not looking so hot. This one has a ton of different wildlife in it. It's supposed to represent a couple different ecosystems within our region, and some of it is looking a little bit shabby, so we're gonna spruce it up. So the first thing we do is we open up this display. There's a door on the side and you can actually just walk in. The bottom is made out of plywood and it was creaking a lot, so we were a little bit nervous walking in there. And we had actually decided beforehand which animals we thought were going to be removed. So you can see we start removing things right away just to get them out of the way. We have this old raccoon that had to come out. And then possibly number one on my hit list was this bobcat, who I did not really think was very realistic looking in its expression. So he got voted out of the display. So I'm not sure when this display was made or by who, but they were very industrious in the things that they used. This is actually a trash can that was painted to look like a stump, so we weren't sure if we were going to keep that one. Number two on my hit list is this albino squirrel. It's definitely unique, but I don't really think it represents the wildlife here, and it's kind of scary. So we found a few more things we wanted to take out. We took out some little quails, squirrels, a turtle whose head had unfortunately been eaten by bugs, it looked like, a duck. Lots of little things that didn't quite fit. So this is all of what we took out. Taxidermy does tend to deteriorate over time, even if you take really good care of it, and some of these were just withering away, and it looks pretty creepy after a while, especially if they don't start off quite right. So once we got everything out, we had more of a clean slate to work with. So the first thing that we did is we fixed up this corner on the left. We had this bobcat that didn't give me the evil eye, and we have our trash can stump, and we put a red-shouldered hawk on top. The paper wasp nest was already there, and then we added the raccoon, who fit in very well there. Then we had this wild turkey, which was already there, but we moved this Wilson snipe and we moved the branch over to the side so that we could put our indigo buntings on it, and a butterfly. This is a male and female indigo bunting that we had taxidermied. And this fox was already here, but we added this gray squirrel who's sitting very politely nearby. This is the third bobcat, and we have a mallard and a pileated woodpecker and a barred owl. And then we added this fox squirrel on the side of the tree with moss. And we added some more cattails by the marshy area, and we added this prothonotary warbler, which had been taxidermied. And that's our bobcat. The deer was already here, and the wolf was already here. But we added this coyote with blue bonnets, which is the state flower of Texas, and I think the wolf looks like it's growling at the coyote. Then we have a woodcock. The blue bonnets, I think, add some nice color. And by the marsh, we have our yellow-crowned night heron that we had taxidermied, as well as the diamondback snake. This is a opossum, which I think is the star of the show. I think that's a cute opossum. Then we have a crawfish with a crawfish hole. These are not real, they were made. And finally, we have our Sora, which is so cute. So this did take us several hours. Part of it was that we just weren't sure until we got there what our layout was going to be. We had a general idea, but you need to kind of be in there to see how things fit together. And the museum was actually open while we were doing this, so we were on display ourselves. All told, I think it went really well. I think it looks much better now. It looks a lot more colorful and lively, and I think it will communicate better about the wildlife in our area. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will come and check out the new and refreshed display at the museum. Hope to see you there.